Yeah, still on the same issue of give and it shall be given. My mom is a generally nice person who has plenty children, in quotes. She takes in people that she doesn't even know before. She's Mama Nigeria, Mama Africa. That's what they call her. That's her name, in fact. She has lived it, she's still living it, and she'll continue to live it by God's grace. I remember when I went for NYSC, I did not know anybody in Ogun State. I went there not knowing any family, any relative. I didn't have anybody there. And when I was going, she was not scared. She was not worried. Because before that time, we prayed, we told God that where you want me to go, that's where I will go. And we will not touch it. We will not do, you get it, nothing. So eventually, the posting letter came. It was Ogun State. I did not know anybody there. I didn't have any family relative or anything around that environment where I was posted to. But I went. When I went, it was eventually time for me to find a place to stay. And I went house hunting. Eventually, the compound that I got an apartment, I happened to be the only single person in that compound. The other two people in the first two accommodations before mine, which was at the end of the compound, they were both married people. And I was the only single person living alone in my small bed sitter, let me call it like that. It was smaller than a bed sitter, but I didn't mind. I was the only one, so I was willing to take the place. Behind me was my landlord and his family. And it was the day that I arrived at that compound without anybody really knowing who I was. When he introduced me to my neighbors and said, this is the new person that is coming to take this place, so she's a copper or this and that. That was the day they gave me the name Lastborn. Lastborn. That Lastborn name made me like a baby in the midst of so many adults to care for me. And they took care of me like they had known me before. They were very nice to me. There was nothing that I would say that in that compound I experienced that I didn't have somebody there to help me out. Even when I was sick, my neighbor noticed. She passed through my window severally. I didn't want to answer anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. She would come and sit on my doorstep. She will sit down. The last one, you see this your door, you must open it for me today. I've not seen you in 2 days. That's like a mother. And whatever I complained about, you see the way everybody wants to assist you. Last one, what is happening? Last one, this and that. That's because from where I was coming from, my mom was everybody's mother. So you see her own, God took care of me with people who she never even had any encounter with. So you are doing for people, doing it for people. Don't expect that what is coming back to you will be from those people you are doing for. That's not how it works. God has a way of making it in a very, very uniquely different way, giving you help from where you never expected help from. All you have to do is give. And what are you giving? Okay.